Hello Leos, welcome to my channel. This is Tiger Lilith Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a full moon spread. We've got an Aries full moon here in Libra season, full moon on September 29th. So this is going to be a 2-week spread. We're going to go from the full moon to the new moon. I don't know the exact date of the new moon, but it's a 2-week period. So that's what we are going to be looking at with this spread. Full moon is in Aries, fire sign. You're a fire sign, Leos. So this energy should feel fairly comfortable. Libra's an air sign. So, you know, fire and air signs are about movement, forward direction. So let's take a look at messages from the full moon for Leo placements here. Leos, this first card is going to be your goal for this cycle. When I say cycle, I mean the September 29th full moon to the new moon. So for 2 weeks, for Leos, please. Goal for Leos for this moon cycle. Full moon to the new moon. We have the 8 of Cups, Leos, coming out. 8 of Cups. This is a card of, it's a card about about going on a spiritual journey, right? It's also about walking away from emotions that no longer serve you here. Do you see this person? I'm sorry this isn't focusing. I'm not sure why. But this person is walking away from these 8 cups. And it's because these are emotions that this person has been holding on to that no longer serves them. Sometimes these represent codependent relationships that you have. So you could be, this next 2 weeks, your goal is to walk away from codependent, emotionally codependent relationships. And you can see the person is wearing a red, it looks like a red cape, and they're wearing red boots. So this person is walking, I would say they're walking in their purpose, right? Because red in tarot, it is associated with Aries, with Mars, fire, but it's about your free will and what you want to do. So this person is it's kind of like you're taking back your free will in these next 2 weeks, Leo, when it comes to your emotions. This card really reminds me of the moon card as well. We have a full moon here represented, but then a crescent moon outlined as well. So I feel like, and that's what we're approaching, the waxing crescent phase, where really it's about turning inward. So I feel like these next 2 weeks could be really beneficial and influential for you, walking away from, and these are also emotions that you've kind of taken on, Leo. Some of you could be a bit of a sponge and take on other emotions, and it's about trying to figure out what emotions are yours and which ones are not yours, and walking away from the emotions that are not yours. And this card is also a card of walking away from some material possessions. So and going on a more spiritual path. So in these next 2 weeks, another goal could be to clean out your space. Maybe donate some of your things, to wherever you donate. Your energy is at the bottom of the spread, the bottom of the deck. The 6 of Wands, Triumph, the Tower right underneath that. So let's see. This next placement, Leo, is your biggest challenge. Your biggest challenge for these next 2 weeks during this full moon is the 10 of Swords. Okay. So your biggest challenge, I feel like, is acknowledging that something is over. And it's interesting because I'm drawn to the red that's draped over him here, right? Because this guy is wearing red as well, walking away from these emotions. And this, I feel like, is something... Your biggest challenge is acknowledging that there's a painful ending when it comes to something you were really trying for. You were exerting a lot of your willpower into trying to make something happen. It didn't happen. I don't know what it is. We're going to clarify and we'll get a little more. But this is also, right, it's a dawning of a new day. So 10s are about the end of a cycle. It's the end of a painful cycle, especially when it comes to mentally. This is something that would keep you up at night, cause you insomnia. So your biggest challenge is kind of acknowledging the end of, could be more than one thing, something painful. Here's the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is something that shocked you. It could have had to do with work, with the 3 of Pentacles there as well. Or an ending with 2 other people that you were possibly working with. It was the beginning of a project. You were maybe even an apprentice. We will see. This next placement here is where to bring more fiery energy and assertiveness, Leo. So that's basically where to bring that Aries energy, the sun, your energy. So I feel like this is a pretty simple message saying where to bring more fiery energy and assertiveness is to yourself. And again, we have more red here. Red is, I would say look out for red if, you know, just the next 2 weeks. I feel like if you see red in places, that's a sign that like you're on the right path there. But here, it's a baby on a horse and he's holding a red banner, right? There's a red banner here. It's kind of showing that there's almost a celebration of the exercise of free will. So Leos, this whole reading is about you recapturing your free will. Recapturing isn't the right word. The right word will come to me, but it's you taking your free will back. You were giving it away, I feel like. And now in these next 2 weeks, you're being called to like retrieve it. It's yours. And it's almost like it's your job here. The energy is such that you can reclaim it. That's what it is. It's reclaiming your free will, right? We have the 2 wands at the bottom of the deck, which is Aries energy. With the lovers, lovers is really about your divinely guided path. And the 2 of wands I see as your heart's desire almost. So I feel like, yeah, you're coming back to what it is that you want. Now, where to let go and relax? Where can Leo placements let go and relax? This is where everything is good. You don't have to worry. You can kind of enjoy this energy. The Magician. Wow, very nice, Leos. So you can let go and relax when it comes to manifestation, which tells me you've done the work already. You've probably been doing some shadow work already. With these cards coming out, you've probably been working on manifesting, talking to the universe, bringing what you desire, right? He's pointing down to the earth. He's bringing what he's speaking out into the universe, his manifestations, what he wants, down to reality. You have all the tools that you need. You're really set when it comes to asking when your relationship with the universe is very symbiotic right now. It's very plentiful is what it feels like. You're very connected. So ask for what you want, Leos. And it's interesting because usually the time for manifestation is from the new moon to the full moon. But a lot of these spreads have been saying and encouraging manifestation now from the full moon to the new moon. So I would say, you know, but that's also where you can let go and relax. I feel like the universe is really working for you. The King of Pentacles, you could find that, you know, money or a job, you might get a promotion, something like that. This could have to do with your finances directly. All right. And this is going to be how to best achieve your goal, how to best achieve this 8 of Cups of, letting go of emotional connections. The Knight of Pentacles. So it's about moving slowly and methodically, having a plan of action. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but it's because, right, yellow in the tarot represents like the higher consciousness. So the Knight is moving very slowly because he is moving he's like in a higher from his higher consciousness. Now this knight is also very armored up. So I would say how to best achieve your goal of walking away. You're going to have to put up some boundaries with people, and you're going to have to armor yourself up here, because I feel like some of these emotional ties that you might cut, or if you don't cut people, you know, off completely, it's about lowering the relationship standard maybe, or how much time you're spending with people, certain people that drain you emotionally. But it's saying to armor up, so it might suggest that some of these people get a little perturbed by you walking away, Leos, is how I'm taking that. Okay, we're going to clarify this and get a little bit more information. Energies we have out here, Pisces with the 8 of Cups, Gemini with the 10 of Swords, your energy, Leo, with the Sun, Gemini and Virgo with the Magician, Mercury ruled, and the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Virgo mostly. And at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. That is, it's a card of having your boundaries up, of being cautious, very cautious of your next step. I feel like that's kind of reflective in this Knight of Pentacles energy here as well. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is also making an offer, receiving an offer, so we'll see what exactly that could be when we clarify as well. Let's take a look at this Eight of Cups. Your goal for this cycle, walking away from these, I would say, emotionally draining energy, Leos. Let's see exactly what or who maybe. Okay. So we have the Five of Discs coming out with the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. So, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, but Pisces mostly with the Prince of Cups, and then the Five of Discs is Taurus energy. These cards have words on them. The word on the Prince of Cups is introspection. The Five of Discs is destitution. So, Leos, you could be, goal for this cycle could specifically be for you to walk away from a water sign specifically, that left you in the cold. This is someone that possibly you were dating or that asked you out on a date and then ghosted you. Not only ghosted you, this person could have taken something from you. It could have been a material item, or money. It could have also just been your time and energy that you put into talking to this person. We have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, offering you there's some sort of clarity here, though. Now, if this isn't a specific person, it doesn't have to be a water sign. That's just what's coming out here. If it's not a specific person that you're being guided to walk away from, if that doesn't resonate, then what you're doing is walking away from energies that took something from you when it came to your dreams. These people could have tried to capitalize on your ideas that you had, on projects that you had. They tried to take that idea from you, but they left you out in the cold. Or these are people that could have started projects with you and then just disappeared, left you in destitution. They were once supportive and then they just completely stopped being supportive. And so those are the energies that you're being guided to walk away from specifically. All right, Leos, let's look at the biggest challenge here, this Ten of Swords. What exactly is done and over? Right? What are you being guided to? I feel like it's acknowledge and accept that there is an ending. There has been. It's something you really wanted. Something you were trying really hard to manifest. The Magician came out here with the Two of Swords. Okay, so the words on this, the Magician is the Magician. The Two of Swords, the word on that card is decisions. Now, it's interesting here when you line these cards up, the blue, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, the blue, it stops right at the same place. So we have the horizon up here. This looks like the sun either rising or setting. It looks like rising. And the sun is rising in this card as well, the Ten of Swords. Two of Swords is Libra energy. So your biggest challenge is really to make the difficult decision to not, there's something that you're being guided to not try and manifest anymore because it's over with the Ten of Swords. It's done. There isn't, it can't be manifested. The Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands in a traditional deck underneath with Judgment. The Judgment card is also about making a difficult decision, a final decision. And Knight of Wands, this is something you were going after really confidently. And it's interesting because it requires you to open up your heart space in order to acknowledge this ending. So this is something that your heart was connected to as well, Leos. That's probably really painful to do, but and it's, it's probably why it's coming out as your biggest challenge for these next 2 weeks. Now let's look at this sun energy, where to bring more fiery energy and assertiveness. This is very nice. Back to yourselves, Leo. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords coming out, Gemini energy. We have a lot of Gemini coming out here. You could have some Gemini in your chart, Leos, or you could be dealing with a Gemini. The Magician is Virgo Gemini. We have that twice. Ten of Swords is Gemini, and the Nine of Swords is also Gemini. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. The word on this card is fear. So where to bring more fiery energy and assertiveness, I would say that these next 2 weeks would be a great time to confront some fearful thoughts that you have. Because there's something, you're surrounded by optimistic, supportive energy over the next 2 weeks. And I feel like that's why you're also being guided to bring that optimistic and encouraging energy to yourself, right? Recapturing or reclaiming your free will. There's something fearful about that for you. But I feel like this would be a great time to confront those fears. And these are mental fears. They're really not there. And it's interesting because the sun is a supportive energy and the Nine of Swords is feeling not supported. So support, bringing fiery energy to support for yourself and to support for others, I feel as well, will really help clear your mind, because you've probably been experiencing some insomnia lately with the 9 and 10 of Swords coming out. You haven't been able to sleep. You're having intrusive thoughts. But reclaiming your free will is it's going to help put those thoughts at bay. But there is some sort of fear connected to it that needs to be confronted. You're fearful of reclaiming your free will. I feel, Leos, like some of you are fearful for how powerful you really can be, what kind of leader you really can be. Queen of Discs, nurture at the bottom of the deck, Cancer energy at the bottom. Some of you could be becoming mothers and you're fearful about it. That's another possibility here. All right, let's take a look at where to let go and relax. Where can Leo placements just let go and relax? Magician. Manifestation. What's manifesting for Leos? Because it's happening. Okay, the Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords, the word determination on that card. With the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups, traditional, and the word dreams on that card. So we have the Prince of Swords. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, but the Knights, usually the mutable signs, so Gemini again. So we've got a pretty Gemini heavy spread here for you, Leos. There could be a Gemini in your life that offers you support during these next 2 weeks as well. That kind of helps you acknowledge some sort of difficult ending and helps you through this fear that you have about reclaiming your free will. So the word determination on the Prince of Swords here, where to let go and relax. Leos, I feel like there's a natural vulnerability that's going to come to you over the next 2 weeks, and something about that vulnerability is going to almost like signal to the universe that you're ready for some manifestations to come into your life. You're ready for something that you maybe started manifesting months ago. You might see it start to come in, because this natural vulnerability, it's of your thoughts mostly. You're going to be speaking. You're probably going to find yourself speaking your mind more the next 2 weeks without really knowing why or where it's coming from, where this new sense of confidence is coming from. But I see it here. And I feel like you're just going to, speaking your mind more is going to make you feel more comfortable in your physical body as well. They go hand in hand here for you. And something about getting your thoughts out in a without being ashamed of them or afraid that you're going to be judged by them. There's like a determination to just say it. And I feel like by doing that, you just, you're like I said, your manifestations just kind of start naturally coming into you. So it's a really nice energy there, Leos, and that's where you can let go and relax. And dreams, you might, like I said, you might find some of your dreams coming true. Justice, right underneath that. And things might just feel like they start to balance out over the next 2 weeks. Your intuition might also be heightened over the next 2 weeks with the 8 of Cups, Prince of Cups, and the Princess of Cups under here. All very intuitive cards. Pisces energy specifically. So trust your intuition over the next 2 weeks as well, Leos. Okay? Because your thoughts are a little intrusive. So I feel like your thoughts are not the place for you to go. I feel like your intuition is going to be pretty on point over the next 2 weeks. So trust that. Right, let's look at this Knight of Pentacles. What is, this is how to best achieve your goal of walking away from these energies that took your dreams, took your ideas, possibly ghosted you, left you out in the cold, stole something from you, material items or your energy, your time. They were once very supportive energies and then poof, they were just like gone. Feel like you were like blindsided. Like what happened? Where did this person go? Where did they go? Could be more. I feel like it's more than one person. Okay, so we have the Ace of Discs coming out and the Six of Discs. Discs are Pentacles. Again, words on these cards are wealth on the Ace of Discs and generosity on the Six of Discs. Right? Nice energy. This is all earth energy coming out over here. Ace of Discs is a culmination of that earth energy. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Six of Discs is Taurus. So we have Taurus and Virgo heavy when it comes to the earth signs. We do have Capricorn at the bottom of the deck with the Two of Discs, the word change on that card, change. So with the Tower at the bottom underneath that. Okay, so how to best achieve your goal of walking away from energies that have left you out in the cold and, I said, were once supportive and then it's like they became a different person almost. Because you really didn't see this coming. They said blindsided you when these people, these supportive energies just disappeared, but you're holding on to the pain and the hurt. So how to best achieve your goal of walking away and detaching from that energy, it has to do with returning to a practical, realistic, pragmatic attitude over the next 2 weeks. Embracing change. Here, the word change is on the Two of Discs. And I say embracing change too because we have the Ace of Discs here. There's a new opportunity here for you, Leos. That's how to best achieve your goal of walking away, is pay attention to new opportunities that you see and take advantage of them in the practical world, whether this is a job, whether this is a new project that could possibly bring you material gains. Go for it over the next 2 weeks. And the Six of Pentacles, a balance of energy, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles is about receiving an offer, and the Ace of Pentacles is that offer. So the universe is going to be showing you some opportunities over the next 2 weeks in a practical way. And I feel like what this does is recoup some of your losses here. So I really do feel like monetarily there are energies that have been taken from you. And intuitively, you know who those people are. So these next 2 weeks is about you kind of recouping some of those losses, getting a balance back when it comes to your money, your finances, and possibly some of you, I do see, get a raise or a promotion, some sort of increase in wealth happens over the next 2 weeks in some way, shape, or form for you. It's been happening slowly in the background, and it might happen slowly over the next 2 weeks. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight, right? Because and you are going to have to kind of have your guard up. And I feel like you have your guard up because there might be multiple offers coming in. So it's going to require you to use your discernment to pick what is best for you and not just take the first thing that comes in, I feel like. All right, Leos, this is what I've got for you. I hope it helped, resonated, or offered some sort of clarity or confirmations for you. Please like and subscribe if so. And I do offer personal readings. My email address is in the description box below. Please feel free to email me. Otherwise, take care. Have a great day.